Sie wir's packen.
Hi community, and welcome back here at Tribun to another revision called Assassin, and it's, in comparison, a quite short game. Let's jump into it. Yeah, Max?
Yeah.
Frozen?
So I tapped out, sorry. So this game began as per usual.
Naja, is it usual? This is completely new. A horse in the center, completely abandoning this Sagittarius, which
Okay.
one is normally needed to solidify the structure.
You've
It's
got
quite-
a point.
It's quite
It's
aggressive.
So we also have this. I usually build on a hashtag here. The reason why I did this is because I didn't like the prospect of you doing this.
And this was exactly what I was going to do. But nah, I blanked on this move. It's not possible at the moment, but this way it's much safer. And I really hate these three guys from the gas station, the big guys, fuel tanks or what. This is not courteous. A lot of possibilities, a lot of attacking power, and very confusing.
By the way, I just saw that I completely hung this one.
Yeah, I could have taken, but you went for this, for the symmetry. And what I really was going to do is attacking this guy. That's why I was combining these two here out of the way. And now I'm up 1 point in material. Okay, nice benefit.
Yeah, so we skipped a little bit through that because it's just
Yeah,
this
attacking,
sort of the opening.
taking, retaking, and so on. Yeah.
Yeah, a very poor opening by me, I think. I was not very happy with what I got.
But we had a long day. A lot of things we've done so far. We had a video so far. We had a game so far.
No,
And
3.
so we are both are quite exhausted.
Well, didn't we have 3 games? Or was it 2?
Maybe I'm not sure. Exhausted.
Anyway.
Yeah.
No, I won, then we played 2 rematches and I lost both of them. So
Yeah. The real long-taking game from yesterday, you won in a fashionable way. You were attacking here, the Aquis that was staring down here, this alley, and I was choosing to combine out of the way, pressuring you here somehow, but it's quite solid. And I have the opportunity of going here and maybe coming from the flank. But this is tricky. If you attack with a Ballista or an Aquis, what's that? With a Ballista or an Aquis from the side flank, you can get lost very quickly. When the enemy combines out of the way, and let's say the Tribune is not here, then you can get stuck. And then 6 pieces are useless.
by the way, we're talking about a situation for the newcomers like this. I don't know. Some random move. You
And
combine out of the way. There's no real threat anymore.
yeah, okay. In this case, you could go here.
Yeah.
But
So that would be
in other situations, when there are more Servi and Hastedai on the board, then you can get stuck there.
By the way, I saw a move here that was also quite cool. This one.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't play it immediately, because I thought there were better moves, but
But what is the point about this Ballista?
defending here and defending here,
Ah, okay.
which is quite nice.
Yeah, okay. At the moment, this one is not really under attack. You can
Yeah, but
retake
in
and
the future it might be. The more
that's
you
true.
defend one thing, the better. By the way, doesn't this just...
Yeah, this hangs. That's true.
You saw that?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I was willing to give this one up for the opportunity of going here.
Ah. Oh, and I took that from you by accident.
Yeah, yes, the plan was completely spoiled.
Ah, okay. I completely blanked on this move.
Hmm. And now I had to rearrange my thoughts, and I thought that this is a quite clever move. Two very dynamic threats at once. Now here, both of them are not protected at the moment, and this one would lead to an Angor attack on the Tribune, so you would be pressured and forced to move somehow, and this would be bad news. So, yeah, straightforward defense.
Out of the way.
Mhm.
And this is defending. By the way, the rest of the game will be white exploiting these two hexagons. Or rather, this diagonal and this diagonal.
Yeah, the Ballista has 3 jobs now, defending these 3 guys here, and this is not possible.
Oh, sorry, I took
You took back. Okay, then, yeah, what was I doing? I thought, hey, attack this guy. I want to get rid of him. And what I did is invite him deeper into my territory by taking this status away. This was not clever, and then I thought maybe sacrificing a piece, and guess what? Yeah, pinning this Ballista over the same hexagon.
Yeah, I really like this move from like a tactical perspective.
Yeah, and at the same time, getting these two, they were forked, getting these two out of the way of the reach of the Sagittarius.
Man,
I'm talking a lot, huh?
No, it's fine.
This move, what was my intention? Do you know?
So you're attacking here and you're...
Yeah, exactly. Quite straight. Attacking this guy, so you should do something about that, but also having an eye on this spot, attacking the Ballista here, and the Ballista is protecting this guy, and if the Ballista may leave, then I could take and, well, get in.
Yeah, I made an in-between move. I attacked your Tribune, you blocked.
I blocked.
I went away. You attacked me.
Right.
Fine. I'll take it.
And this was again something I did not expect. And I didn't like the prospect of you taking this Aquis. It seems to be not so important in my attack now, but it can be in the future.
Yeah, but you never gave me the opportunity to do so. So for a long time, I tried to get this move. I felt very conflicted here. I did not feel like losing them. So that's why I didn't do it here. And later on, so I did this first. The intention to go here in the future, maybe.
Maybe, but if you do, you have to make sure that this attack works. If it doesn't, then the re-attack is right on the floor here.
Yeah, but that's my playing style.
Yeah, all or nothing, all in, every time.
Yeah, one of us will lose.
Usually it works. What you are planning is usually working, and they are quite complex plans you have at hand.
Well, unless I completely screw them up.
Sometimes.
Like last time, where I had this devastating attack, I was up 6 pieces and then I lost to the most standard of attacks.
Yeah, what you usually do is playing with your food. If you can take 4 or 6, you try to find a move in style, and yeah, sometimes taking is better.
So
Okay, what happened?
I
You
made
went,
this move.
yeah, you went for this move and forced me to do and
I
decide.
attack this, I defend this, I thought this would good. Turns out it wasn't.
I don't
Oh,
know. At the moment, this is seemingly, well, yeah, I'm stepping closer. And is there really a threat? You have protection on this diagonal completely, and your Tribune is
sorry.
cushioned. Very soft, cozy. Everything is fine.
Yeah, I could have done a lot of things. One thing I'm thinking about right now, and I've said thing a lot, is something along the lines of this, maybe.
Mm.
You know, this could be annoying if you do this. I
Mm.
don't know. Maybe even going here so that I have a little more room. You know, I try to go with this one over here. And this one is very important.
Yeah,
I hung my game.
you definitely have to make sure that this spot is covered. And as I told you earlier, this diagonal is protected, but just as long as there is no blockade. And
By
there
the
it is.
way,
You took this move back, okay?
uh, look at my clock. We were talking
Sorry.
about this move
Take back again.
being.
The clock wasn't visible at the moment.
Oh, sorry. So,
So
we always gain 10 seconds,
yeah, and you
and
have
we have
20
20
seconds.
seconds of thinking time.
Yeah,
You see, my clock is going down by 4 seconds. So I've thought 34
34 seconds. Yeah.
34 seconds. If you're wondering why Germans sometimes mix up numbers, uh, the 1th digit and the 10th digit are flipped. You would say the 1th digit before the 10th digit.
Yeah, a quite stupid way of.
Anyways, we were talking a little bit if this would be next, and I was like, no. You were like, yeah, this is next. And I'll give you a hint. Next in one is threatened, and I was like, no. I made sure that this is defended, and I moved this here to attack this and defend this. Yeah, and you made this.
Yeah. I like this about Tribun. This is so filthy tactical. You use this discarded piece just as a blockade, and he is threatened here. He is threatened here. He's surely going to die, but it doesn't matter because the archer is getting the final and fatal shot. Assassin.
Yeah. And that about concludes this game.
Yeah, we're back on the goodbye screen. Um,
So, I hope you liked this game and this video, and if you did or didn't, just give this like button a little bit of love. Click it, click the subscribe button, maybe ring the bell, you know, all this good stuff. Share the videos would be very nice and kind of you, and um, there are download links in the description, just about there, and oh, we're working still on the game, or at least that you can get this game. Maybe we'll get a few things out in the coming months dash years, and I will say, see you soon.
on Tribun.